Just a quick heads up, this video is for entertainment purposes only. We're out here just talking mess, so don't take any of this too seriously. We got jokes and we've got receipts. Now let's get into the video. Hey, it's your girl Shay Shay. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. So let's jump right into the tea. So you guys remember the girl Tyla, right? The water girl, the one who splashed onto the scene and had the entire world trying to master that little dance? Yeah, me too. It was a moment, let's be honest. Global chart-topping, Grammy-winning moment. But lately, it feels like the tide has gone out and we're just left with a damp towel. So what's happened? Let's get into this mess.
And I thought I was done talking about Tyla and how Black Americans are being stupid right now towards her and have always been stupid since they discovered her music. But apparently I have one more thing to say. One of the reasons why that beautiful, thriving young woman will not flop regardless of whatever sales numbers you guys are pulling up trying to say as facts is because you people exist. Her promoters. You people are consistently doing free promo for my babe. You claim you don't care about her, you don't like her, you don't listen to her music, but all y'all do is talk about her. And the more you keep talking about her, the more people keep knowing who Tyla is, the more they go and stream, the more they go and buy. Moral of the story, as long as you are creating your art and doing what you love, and you notice that you have a lot of haters, let them do the promotion for you. Since they won't stop yapping about you, they're going to propel you to the place that you need to be. Keep talking about her. All you'll see is her going higher. That's all.
And this comment right here is the same reason why Tyla only sold 3.7 units in 1 week. You guys want to denounce the color thing as not being a big deal, and she was just being a diva, having her diva moments. But why do you think we have to put up with her shit? Please answer me that. Why is it whenever we bring up an issue or something, it's not a big deal, you guys are mad, you were just jealous, but I guarantee if the fucking white man said it, y'all will get on your knees. Oh, okay, we won't do that. Well, listen, you guys don't respect us at the end of the day. You guys see anything we bring up or say is us just being complainers, us just whining, us just mad at the world. Oh, and then you guys say, you guys bring race into everything. My nigga.
Doesn't surprise me that Tyla's album flopped. Doesn't surprise me because of her fans. Like, I know.
So basically this creator is talking about how Black South Africans have a lot of animosity specifically towards Black Americans, and just how xenophobic they are towards Black Americans. And I'm South African, and she is completely correct. She hit the nail on the head with that. So I'm South African, I grew up in South Africa, but half of my family is Zimbabwean, so I also have Zimbabwean heritage. And trust me, the xenophobia that is specifically against other Black people from other countries, whether it's Black Africans, Black Americans, is very rife within Black South Africans.
So let's get into it. Is Tyla just another one-hit wonder? Or is she struggling under the weight of her own success? And more importantly, is our Queen of Amapiano flopping? We're breaking down the sales, the drama, the label politics, and comparing her to other stars from her era to figure out what's really going on. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. Okay, let's start with the facts. As dull and unappealing as they might be, it's important. Water was a monster hit, a certified global smash. It wasn't just a song, it was a cultural moment that went platinum in Brazil, gold in Canada, and was the first solo song by a South African artist to hit the Billboard Hot 100 in over 50 years. But what happened after that? We had the self-titled debut album drop, and while it debuted at number 24 on the Billboard 200, making her the highest charting female African soloist ever, it only sold around 24,000 equivalent units in its first week. That's a decent start, but it's not exactly a smash for any artist with a global hit of Water's magnitude. It's a sign that the public's engagement didn't carry over from the single to the project. And this is where we need to talk about the follow-up singles, because this is where the cracks really started to show. I'm talking about songs like Truth or Dare, where it was more like the truth is, nobody dared to play it. Then came Push to Start, that never really pushed. Bliss, that turned more to awkward silence as we were waiting for the bomb to consume us. And on paper, Push to Start, for example, performed well in some niche charts. even hitting number 88 on the Hot 100. It was certified gold in the US. However, it completely lacked the cultural impact and viral momentum of Water, which I thought was interesting considering I much preferred Push to Start, including the Push to Start remix with Sean Paul. It was a chart topper on the Afrobeats charts, sure, but it was nowhere near the mainstream pop success everyone was hoping for. These tracks didn't just fizzle, they barely even sparked outside of her existing fan base. This isn't just about not having another hit, it's about a measurable drop-off in public interest and a failure to translate viral fame into consistent album sales. Now let's talk about the crown that ain't fitting right. When Tyla said she wants to be bigger than Rihanna, a collective gasp was heard around the world.
I look up to Rihanna. She's done an amazing job, and I hope to one day be on that level and even bigger, you know?
Oh, yes.
Because I really believe.
Honey, aiming for the stars is cute, but you have to earn your place first. Rihanna's career spans decades of bangers, a multi-billion-dollar beauty empire, and a legendary fashion line. In fact, Tyla and Rihanna have been compared numerous times, which you can see in my first video on this channel. There will be a link to it at the end of this video. Tyla has one undeniable hit and an attitude that suggests she's already there. It's an attitude that comes off as, well, let's just say it's not endearing. It's an easy way to alienate an audience that's already skeptical of an overnight success. They're even calling her an industry plant. And then there's the whole colored woman versus black woman debate.
School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we not? Por favor.
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too.
Shut up, man.
I like when they talk from the back and say we can't. I like that. I like the carrot. That's good. That's even better.
Mind you, she responded to this whole situation with Charlemagne the God and the Breakfast Club by saying on her Twitter, and I quote, "Your guys never denied my blackness. I mix with black, Zulu, Irish, Mauritian, Indian, and colored. South A, I would be classified as a colored woman, and other places I would be classified as a black woman. Race is classified differently in different parts of the world." I don't know what y'all was expecting, the whole world to do the same thing. "I don't expect to be identified as a colored outside of South A by anyone not comfortable doing so because I understand the weight of that word outside of SA. But to close this conversation, I'm both colored in South Africa and a black woman. As a woman for the culture, it's and, not or. With that being said, Asambe." Child, let me be completely honest with you. I don't see any issue with what she said. She told you, hey, in South Africa, this is how it be. I don't expect you to do it. This is how we do it over here. I don't understand what you expected her to do, to apologize for using a word that's completely fine for where she comes from. Look, let's be honest. Navigating identity is deeply personal, but in the public eye, especially with a mostly black fan base, that kind of rhetoric can really backfire. The controversy ignited when Tyla identified as a colored South African, a term that has a specific complex history in South Africa, but carries different, often painful connotations in the United States and other countries. Her decision not to address it head-on during an interview with The Breakfast Club, one of the biggest platforms in hip-hop and black culture, only poured gasoline on the fire. It made people question her authenticity in a way that's hard to come back from, leading to a deep fracture in the very fan base she needed to sustain her career. Let's peek behind the curtain, shall we? The whispers behind the scenes are just as loud as the chart numbers. Word on the street is that Roc Nation, the very same label that helped mastermind Rihanna's reign, might be shifting their focus to another African powerhouse, Aya Starr. While both artists were nominated for the same Grammy and Ira has publicly called Tyla her home girl, the public and the industry have already been pitting them two against each other. Meanwhile, Tyla's own label is allegedly skimping on the essentials. We're talking rumors about the hair budget being cut.
Get ready with me for my show in Barbados. Listen, guys, I like my makeup.
I have to style my own hair because the budget. So I have to do, I'm gonna try to curl a few pieces and then see if I can spread it out or something. But hopefully, the only thing I'm hoping is that it doesn't look empty on stage, because I have a whole light behind me. So, and I'm also trying to figure out like what outfit I wear, because I have two options. One is like a dress, and I've never done it, so I'm a bit like because it might look hectic with the dance moves, but it might make me look like a woman. The other one is safe, so either I do the safe option or I just like, okay, I'm on the way to Barbados, Tipsy Fest. I'm excited, it's about to be fun. I'm with Fairly and I'm with Jason. They don't want to say hi.
Now, this wasn't some minor unsubstantiated rumor. Tyla herself posted a TikTok talking about having to style her own hair because of the budget while getting ready for a show in Barbados. I mean, seriously, you've got a Grammy-winning pop star and you're allegedly cutting corners on her glam team, especially her hair, which is so iconic to her brand. It makes you wonder if they're already moved on. It's a classic industry tale. Find the next big thing and put your money where the most buzz is. And it's this kind of subtle betrayal that can make or break an artist's career. And right now, it feels like Tyla might be on the wrong end of this deal. Now, let's bring in our girl, the master lyricist, Ice Spice. And the thing is, if we're being honest, these two artists, in my opinion, very much parallel each other. Because when you look at them, they both seem to be having a slump at the moment. It's also a star who came from a viral moment with the Munch Feeling You song, which was undeniable. But what's her follow-up been? A series of highly publicized big-name collaboration that felt more like industry handouts than organic hits. I mean, really, Taylor Swift featuring her on that song Karma and acting like they're the best of friends in the world. I mean, really? I mean, honestly, the girl who talks about a ninja being a munch and the girl who sings like she's been in high school for the past 15 years is a very interesting mix. And it doesn't seem like it's something that they're going to repeat anytime soon. And then, of course, there was the Barbie World collab with Nicki Minaj. Those collaborations aren't born from a genuine fan base, they're born out of convenience, and in the Taylor Swift situation case, out of scandal with her boyfriend at the time, Matty Healy. And the thing is, what about her own solo work? Her album Y2K was marketed like the second coming, but the public reception was underwhelming. Critics called it uneventful, overhyped, trash mixed with I'll be damned. With many reviews pointing out that the repetitive flows and a general lack of technical technique, it debuted at a measly number 18 on the Billboard 200. This is the artist who was supposedly rap's princess. The industry blew her up every opportunity they gave her by trying to force her into collaborations instead of letting her build on her own foundation. The result, a star that burned too bright, too fast, and is now struggling to find a flicker of that initial light. She's not thriving, she's surviving on fumes, the fumes from her farts from that disgusting song she had. So when we look at Tyla, we're not just seeing an artist fail, we're seeing a pattern. It's a sad reality where the industry turns artists into trends, uses them to sell a few records, and then tosses them aside the second the next phase arrives. It's a system designed to fail them, not to nurture them into big megastars like those that we've had in the past. So in my humble, unprofessional opinion, I think the solution for Tyla is not another viral dance. It's about getting back to basics. Authenticity should be her best friend. And the thing is, she did start with the glimmer of that with her South African sound and South African attitude and South African dances and South African looks. She should get back to that and get a fan base in South Africa in a similar way that a lot of her African contemporaries are to this day. And then to be able to, after that, penetrate into the American market. And let's talk about surpassing legends, because that is something too that she needs to relax with, this whole bigger than Beyonce, bigger than Rihanna thing, because it's off-putting to a lot of people. She needs to engage with her fans online, show them some personality, and not this whole shut the fuck up like she said to her fans previously about her looking like Britney Spears. She needs to let them in the creative process, and maybe she'll find like a new glam teen that understands the importance of her looking good and her hair not looking crazy. And she needs to build a community that will understand and also be standing with her all the way through, when the charts are good, when the charts are not so good, because that's the only thing that lasts in the industry is a rock solid fan base. I mean, look at Rihanna. She's not put out music in almost a decade now, and yet she still is the biggest artist, one of the biggest artists of our generation, even though she's not put out anything. Her album Anti is still on the charts, and it's almost been a decade. What Tyla needs is a fan base that's comparable to the Navy, and it takes time to build that up. So, what's the final verdict? Is Tyla officially flopping? The numbers and the narratives certainly are not in her favor. The transition from viral sensation to lasting superstar is one of the hardest jumps in the music industry, especially in the current environment. It's a jump that requires more than one hit song. It requires authenticity, consistent good music, and a label that truly believes in you. Tyla has the talent, but she might be missing some of the other key ingredients right now. In my personal opinion, I think that at the moment she is not exactly on the most positive career trajectory, but I do believe that she is very much capable of putting out consistent good music. I personally feel that some of her best work came after the hit that was Water. I really like the song ART. I really like the song, or Art. I really like the song Push to Start, Truth or Dare. I even, believe it or not, like the song Bliss, even though I've talked trash about it twice now. Really, what I don't like is the music video. I think it's borderline ridiculous, or maybe I didn't get the vision. I don't understand the whole point of twerking, grinding on the sand, whilst we're also crying about World War III going off behind us. But hey, you know what? To each their own. Maybe I just don't get the vision. I genuinely like the song itself without the music video. I think that she's definitely capable of being one of the superstars in the industry, but there definitely needs to be a shift, whether it be at the label, whether it be her team, whether it be herself. Something needs to change. But at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. So please let me know, what do you all think? Is the critique fair? Is she just a victim of an unfair industry or unfair label practices? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode of our weekly tea spilling. Until next time, stay sassy but stay informed. Shay out.